Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Like 80.
56 is the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Switch. Kill.
Snicker, now spin.
56.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch a slack.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You better bring it. Luther,
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the 2nd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
14.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6. At the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 55, 55.
On second down, here's Penny. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They still playing suck.
12, 12, 12, 50,
From the gun, it's Wilson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
check. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Black, what's that?
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
And a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Pass caught. It's the rookie from Ole Miss, Dawson Knox. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. 50.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Middle.
56. Mike.
Alert, alert.
Right there, 56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike 56.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
We got motion. Back up. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Now Ben on third and long. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's another Steelers.
66. Blue draw forfeit.
You good?
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Like 80.
Check 56. Okay.
No foul.
Just like that. Hey, switch gears. Watch out.
King.
Switch. 36.
Middle.
They'll look to run with Connor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Roethlisberger. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
We got this.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Fine, 90.
50 to Mike. Let's go, D.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Rip right. Strong right. I love it.
On third down, Wilson. And Jennings has it. A gain of 22.
Let's go.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
What? Ladies.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Good.
from midfield now. Here's Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw again is Wilson. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
50. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Again, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Seattle.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
380.
Check 55 to Mike.
And watch your leg.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
No spacing.
Motion. Reset.
22, 44.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Watch the curl.
56 to Mike.
Jack 16.
56 to Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
56. Mike.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Black 20.
Mark 56.
Middle. 24.
56, Mike, 56.
Black return.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Take 2 of them.
Toss play, Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Go, go.
Mike, 56.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
56. Check 56. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Double bump. Shoot. What? Hey.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Alert, alert.
Check safety. Check safety.
Easy, easy. Hey, wahoo.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it'll be second down.
Let's get it.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
77. Middle. Smooth.
56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
No spacing. Go. No foul.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll run here with Connor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check 99. Joker.
Jack 16. Whirl. 5.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50. Let's go, D.
Hey.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Roethlisberger will throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A.J. Derby, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Set the tone, defense.
On second down, here's Wilson. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 40-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check nickel. Alert, alert. Check.
The drive will start with counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Black 20. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the go that bench release and go. Hey, orbit.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
What we got? 44. What we got? Hey,
from the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check 3, check 3.
Quarter.
Turn up.
Middle.
Turn up.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
No spacing.
These two. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Check 43. Easy.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They run with Pumphrey, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle.